Welcome back, everyone, to this edition of Try Hard Racing with me, KCV, where I continue to do the best I can with what I've got, which isn't a lot of talent, but a whole lot of tentacles. And if that sounds weird to you, you don't know what I'm talking about, well, guess what? You'll have to watch the end of the previous episode, and then you'll know what I'm talking about. So they're promoting other episodes. Yes, I have a lot of electricity also. A lot of hybrid cars. Oh, this is a hybrid? This is a hybrid. Hybrid. I thought these were all electric. They don't sound like a hybrid. They sound like an electric car. I don't hear any combustion engine sounds. Anyway, I made an attempt at this race and I failed. So I am going to have to run it again. And this is unfortunate because can I do a custom event? Am I still in a rental? Let's see if I can do a custom event. I may have the car now. I know I can't do any of the upgrades. No, I have to complete the hybrid hypercar with that one. I have 0 miles. Okay. So I have to do the race again. You confirm car loan. Why does it ask me not a loan? It is a loaner, but it should be. It's the one they want. It's the only one I can use. It's the first of the hybrids. I used this one the first race, right? It wasn't the Blaupunkt. Now, there's no way of knowing whether or not I used it in the first attempt. It is the Blaupunkt. Well, the Blaupunkt is in the picture. Now, see, if I use the wrong car, I did attempt this once, right? Or didn't I? Oh, I'm all confused. I only did this. Maybe I didn't attempt this yet. It's showing the Blaupunkt. It's defaulting me to the Blaupunkt. But it's telling me here that I have to complete the Hypercar 1 event and unlock it. I think I have to use this car, not the Blaupunkt. Yeah, I was looking at this before. Maybe because I restarted the game in between, it got something messed up. But I do have to use this car as a loaner, because that's the car they give you when you start. When I ran it before, I think. Maybe I didn't run it before, but they always give you a car to start with, and it's always a loaner, and you always have to I got the Tushak. Yeah, no one has the Blaupunkt or oh wait, it's not Blaupunkt, that's the no one. Okay, so this is the other one that people have. What does my he's got the same one I've got. Okay. Usually they force you the first time, they just give you the car to race, but you don't get any credit for it and you have to do the race again. I think this is the first time I've tried the race then. Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I tried this before once or not. I can't remember. I'll try it at hard. I don't remember where I left off. And it was just like 10 minutes ago. My brain is so bad. Well, I apologize to anyone watching on YouTube or to Twitch if I've already run this race once. I'm going to run it again. I think that's not true. And I hope this is an acceptable car and the one they actually want me to use other than the other car, which defaulted to, but only defaulted to it, and they asked me to pay money. And never before have they asked you to pay money. No, I didn't run this race before. Definitely didn't run this race before, and these are hybrids. Okay. So I did get confused. This is the first time I'm running this race. So I'm running it on hard difficulty for the first time. And I am using the loaner because usually they just start you in the race with the loaner and you don't have a choice. And usually if you don't, in the past I've found that if you don't use the loaner car, you will end up not getting credit for winning the race because you're you know, not using the car that they gave you, because the other cars are like DLC cars. But this time they asked me whether I wanted to use that car, but I think they asked me only because it was the first car on the list. I think it was a bug. I think they were supposed to just go ahead and give me the give me this car as a loaner without asking. Oh, no. I know I'm not going to win this race anyway, so I'm not even going to worry about or meet the objectives. So I'm not even worrying about rewinding here. Just a practice race to get used to the car. Yeah, I did not drive these hybrids. Oh, no. I'm not resetting. If I finish last, I don't care. There's no way I was going to finish this first anyway. That's, I could just restart this. I wouldn't get mileage, so there's no reason not to restart it other than practice. Wouldn't get mileage towards my upgrades. Now I have to verify how many upgrades. Oh, I am riding on the van. Okay. I might restart this race in that case, because it's going to be long and painful to go around. I'll finish this lap. Okay, and then I will, how do I do this? If I restart, can I get, oh, I can do options now. Gameplay, difficulty, down to medium, apply. Rather than retiring, which would give me credit for a failure, I don't think they keep track of any of that. And I wasn't getting mileage anyway. If it was a race farther along where I wasn't using a loaner, then retiring would be better. And I also forgot to restart my timer on the episode, but I don't think I've been going more than 5 minutes, so. And I have no way of finding that out by looking it up anywhere. Not until I go later to update the highlights. Will it tell me where the stream markers are? I don't know where the stream marker was that I set. No way of looking that up without going into the highlight editor. That I know of. But I think it was about 5 minutes. Okay, and again, I didn't look at my objectives. It's probably finished either 4th or 2nd. I'm gonna guess 4th. I do like the air brake wing. I think that looks very cool. Auto racing will never die, just like horse racing won't die. Don't worry about autonomous vehicles and stuff taking over. We don't use horses anymore to get ourselves around town, but they still have horse races, so there will still be auto races, there will still be professional drivers. Auto racing. Again, I lost a tire. I think. It feels like it. I heard something blow. Do I restart this on easy now? I think I could have won it on medium. Not in 17th place if it wasn't for my tire. You can hear the rim. Actually driving pretty well for someone driving on the rim. I am going to end up playing this on easy though, because this will be my 3rd attempt at the race, but I'm going to see if I can finish the race first. Yeah, so let's just restart the race now. We'll consider this my 2nd attempt still. I could change the options, but I'll leave it on this one. Since I did an incomplete attempt 1, that'll be my 2nd half of my attempt 1. And then I'll see if I can beat. I have a feeling I'm not going to be able to beat this on medium. Cars are difficult to handle. The weather conditions are difficult. I am faster, theoretically, than the other cars, but, and this is, the loaner car is, according to the little list, has better acceleration, was it? They had braking, acceleration, and I don't know what the other ones are, but I don't think any of the options were top speed. You know, you can upgrade this, that, or the other, but I'll have to look. I don't remember what they were. There were 4 categories. I don't remember what they were. But they showed you the little lines that say, you know, how good is this? If you do this upgrade, how much more will increase this factor or this factor? And there's like 4 factors. It is a fun game, I will say that. It is a fun game to play. The interface can be very frustrating. Lots of things about the career mode can be very frustrating. Okay, now he rammed me from the side. It's not exactly open wheels, but it almost sounded like he gave me a puncture from hitting me on the side. So, a little concerned about that. It doesn't sound bad. I'm in 3rd. I don't know if that's going to be good enough. I don't know what the criteria was for that. Got to be... Oh, that I'm rewinding. Whether I had to finish in 4th or finish in 2nd. Need to break there a lot sooner than the line would tell you. There's the racing lines are messed up. I do have the racing line on. I don't know these courses. I'd be completely lost without it. I would prefer not to have the line on, but that's only in games where I know the courses. Basically, rally racing games, I don't need the line on. Although some rally racing games, you're driving like off circuit through the trees and stuff, and not through the trees, but in open field. Not on the roads clearly, so you do need the racing line there. Like I'm thinking Forza Horizons, where you go off-road races are just Without the racing line, you would never have a chance of knowing where the next set of flags are you gotta go through. Well, I suppose after a while you can get used to it. I don't even remember in Forza whether I drove with the racing line on or not. I have a feeling I didn't. But maybe I did. Alright, well, I'm in first now. It's all up to me. Just keep control of the car and I'll be fine. And if you finish first, it doesn't matter whether the expectation is finish fourth or finish third or finish second. Because finishing first always qualifies. That's the nice thing about being a winner. It's good to be the winner. And if you watch the opening of this YouTube episode you've been watching on Twitch, recommend a good source of dad jokes to me. I need a lot of them. I know where some of these sources are. There's one. I know there's a Reddit. Reddit thread that's like dad jokes or something. But I think there's got to be some kind of, random dad joke generator. But I don't know. I'll check that out. Yay! This is the last hour of the stream, so you will be saved from getting a dad joke set up at the end. No cliffhangers. Yay. This game only runs. I only publish this twice a week. So it's quite possible that you might have to wait an entire week to get the answer to the bad jokes. Okay. First place. Yay. But now, sadly. Oh, it was a multi-race event. Oh, it was 2 races, wasn't it? I wasn't paying attention. Once again. And I'm going to start in last, but I think I can still... Maybe it would tell me my objective. I don't think it does.
Oh, looks like the race is...
It says finish the event in 4th or higher. Okay, so even if I don't get any points this half, I will probably finish in 4th or higher, because the same people that won that were on the podium in the first race are never on the podium in the second race. All the cars are about the same as far as AI skills, so they usually finish in about the order of the start they start in. So since the rear vehicle, since the winners of the first race start in the back of the pack, they have very little chance of winning the second race. I've pointed out many times, if you look at it's a 2-race event, you can see nobody except those finishing in the middle gets points in more than one race. The people that finish get 18 points in the first race get 0 points in the second race. The people that get 18 points in the second race got 0 points in the first race. not worried about it. So I finished in first. It's rare that somebody's going to get more than the 25 points unless somebody finished somehow dramatically finished 6th or whatever it is in both races. So I fully expect to win this event. In a lot of racing games, you know, each AI driver has a certain skill level, and so you'll have drivers that are better than others. So you'll have the pack leaders, and even if they start in the back, they'll work their way towards the front. They may not get all the way back on the, you know, the person who finished in first may only finish in fourth during the next race, but it's not like the leaders won't get points in both races. So if you lead going in after the first race, going into the second race, you're pretty much guaranteed to win it, because second, third, fourth, fifth place, they're all going to not get any more points than what they got in the first race. And of course, you got more than them in the first race because you won it. Yeah, it's odd that way. It's not the same as most racing games. Yet the game is fun to play, and that's what it's got going for it. And that's pretty much all it has going for it. The story mode is awful and short. The career mode has lots of weirdness and frustrations in it, like not being able to get the mileage you need just by racing in the career mode. You have to get out of career mode to get the mileage you need for the upgrades. Or run the race multiple times, which I suppose is a possibility. Maybe that's what they expect to do. But they must expect you to run custom races to get the miles, or at least allow for it, because why else would they give you career mode mileage and money that you know, why would they give you mileage and money in custom races that you can use for career mode unless they expect you to use custom races as a way of building up your credits and your mileage? Which means if you're trying to play through a career on your own, like as a YouTube series, for example, or a Twitch series, you can't play the game between episodes, because if you play the game between episodes, you end up getting more mileage and more credits that were not actually part of your career mode playthrough. So if you want to play an honest career mode, you're not allowed to play the game except in career mode without risking having, you know, episode 4 of the career mode, I've got 0 mileage on the car, and episode 5 on the career mode, I've got 100 miles on the car and can buy everything I want. Oops. That's because I played for a couple hours on my own. Anyway. Not a big deal, because I don't have a lot of time to play off of... not a big deal for me, because I don't have a lot of time to play the game. Play anything when I'm not streaming it. One is, I don't have the motivation often to play the games without streaming. I like streaming so much that... I would rather, if I'm going to play a game, I'd rather stream it. But as it is, I stream close to 20 hours a week, so stream more than that, especially when I need to take time to break the streams up into YouTube videos. That's kind of a lot of time to spend. How many hours a week do I make in YouTube videos? How many hours do I spend streaming? Well, YouTube videos, if they were all an hour long, which they're not, but they're close to it, that's 13 YouTube episodes a week. So that would be 13 hours, slightly less. If you add up the times of all my streams, they're about 3 hours, 4 hours, 7 hours, something like that. So 9 and 4 is 13, and 7 is 20. Yeah. So like 7 hours, 20 hours a week I spend streaming. And usually, and you see pretty much all of that in YouTube, but you just see it delayed. I build up a cache and then maybe I'll take a week off of streaming. Right now, as I'm recording this, I've got an hour. I've got a whole month in advance saved up so I can take some time off and do some other things that I've been needing to do for a long time. All right, I finished first. Well, that was my main competition this time. Oh, I didn't look at the leaderboard to demonstrate what I was talking about that. Now, they've got Zero as sponsors. Does Zero give you anything for electric cars? I don't think so. I'll look. Oh, did it fix the sponsors things when I reset the game? Let's see, maybe that was just the temporary display. Oh, look at that. I got over 1 million credits. How long have I had that? Okay, here's the event. So, event. I got 50 points total because I won both. This person got 4. So they were like right in the middle of the pack. Just got a couple of points. They finished maybe 8th or something. And then they got 15 more, so they finished like a 3rd and a yeah, they finished 4th and 8th, something like that. This person got 18 this race, so he finished 2nd. What did he get in the first race? 0. This person got 18 in the first race. What did he get in the second? So he finished 2nd in the first race. What did he get in the second? 0. This person finished 4th this race. I think, does it go to 1816 or 1850? Maybe it only goes to 1850. This person got 15 in the second race. He got 0 in the first race. And same thing. 12 in one race, 0 in the next. 12 in this race, 0 in the last. 10 in this race, 0, or 10 in the first race, 0 in this. 10 in the last race, 10 in the first. So some of these middle people got, points in both, but 8. This one got 0 in one race. This one got 1 point in a race. This one got 0. This one got 5. So the only persons that got points, if the numbers are the same, they got them all in this race. And there's only one person at quick glance that got points in both. And that was this guy who got 4 points in this race and 15 in the second race. Yeah, so there's no corresponding 15. So congratulations on them. Still, if I would have gotten 0 points this race, I would have had 25 total and beaten them. If I had gotten only a second place and then last place, I actually wouldn't have beaten them. And that's the first time I've seen that somebody actually got more than 18 points total. So they did really well. They finished, like I said, 3rd place, and then they still got points. So they started 3rd from the back and still got points in this race, which is very impressive. Good on them. And they were on the rival team, apparently, because they finished 2nd and 3rd. Now comes the boring part. Now that I have that car, now they have this car, which car is this? It always takes you. At least it didn't take you to the home page this time. No, it still says 0 progress, even though it's not. And I restarted the game, So that's messed up still. Well, maybe they just truncated. It's 100, so they truncated to the last two decimals. It rolled over 99. You don't never expect you to get 100. You only got 2 places saved up for 99. I've seen 100 before. Now I have to finish this event in the top 3. And then there's a final event, which I have to finish in first place. But to be competitive, I need to... Again, they start me with the Blaupunk. I'm concerned may not get credit to finish this higher level if I'm not in the Blaupunk. It's not a Blaupunk car, I know that. It's the one with the Blaupunk livery. In fact, let's see what the cart is. It's the Beltra. But this one I now got, and it's usually the one that they start you off with. The free one, the loaner they start you off with, so I'm going with that. But I have 0 miles on it, and I need to get halfway through the upgrades. There's only 3 stages, so 0 way through the upgrades the first day, first race, first event, halfway for the second event, and then all the way for the third event. So I need to get to here, which means I need 25 miles. And it's the Tushy TS 900. So let's go back to Race Creator, come here. I don't remember what the class was. Oh, it was the hybrid one. Okay, this one is electric. This is the Hyper Hybrid. And the vehicle I want is the Tushy. And Indianapolis, the oval route, which is exactly just over 2.5 miles. So I need 22. Was it a 25? It was 22. 8 is only going to be 20. 9 should do it. If I do 9 laps, and I don't. I mean, I could do 10 just to be sure, but I'm going to do 9 laps. Alright, create event. And yes, I want the Tushy. Oh, I was going to do my livery. Do the livery first. Skip. Continue. Leave. Yes. And I would have been able to recognize it better. I could have done it the other way around. Okay. Garage. Electric. Near the end. There's the Tushy. There's the Tushy. Options. I have green respray, so I know that was one that I used. Okay. Now, options. Now what's saying green? Oh, maybe green tells me that I did clean respray already. Okay. Livery. And get my always livery, which I picked because it was green and I like green, but I couldn't find a flag that had more green than that, so I decided, well, I'll customize it and put more yellow in it. So base is green, that green, primary is that green, secondary is, I think I used the medium yellow. Did I use that last time? That's interesting. They have the tertiary as a different green. Huh. One of these liveries might be, livery might be off slightly. Let me go to my very first car, which was the Clio. Or the Renault, yeah, the Clio. That's my standard. And customize. And okay, second from the bottom. Then the middle. Then the middle, then the middle. Okay. So that one is off. It's middle on the last one. What am I doing? Electric. Tushy. Options. Livery. Customize. Bottom. Middle. 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 Okay, wait. Was it that green or was it that green? I don't think it changes green, does it? Does it? No, it does change green. Oh, I'm gonna have to look again. Yes, I'm very retentive about this. People say obsessive compulsive. That's wrong. It's not what it is. That's not what obsessive compulsive is. Little hint for you there. If you say, "Oh, I'm being obsessive compulsive about this," no, that's not what obsessive compulsive is. There's aspects to it potentially. Let's see. Options. Livery. Customize. It is the next one over. Okay, I thought it was. Alright. Alright, now I know I have the right car. Let's go back to Race Creator. Let's go back to... Oh, wait, I don't need career. I not computer. No! Ah! Wrong buttons. And Tushy and grades and... No, it's 25 miles. Okay, I'm glad I checked. It is 25. It was 22. It is 25. So I do need 10 laps. I always thought I needed 10 laps, but then suddenly, somehow reason I thought it was 22. Not sure why. And yes, I'm picking the Tushy, and it's got the proper livery, so I know that it's the right one. That one of the reasons that I changed the livery is, one, I like the color of the livery, but two, I always change my liveries in games as best I can away from the default. Sometimes you can't, but that way I'll remember what car it is that I've been using, so I can be consistent and pick the right car all the time. And in this game, since I don't have tunings or anything set up, it's less important. But in a lot of games, I'll have my favorite car. I'll give my favorite car a non-default livery, custom if I can. Otherwise, similarly colored liveries, green, if available. Then I'll know, that car has a green livery. That's the car that I know I have a tuning for. And what I was talking about, you know, autonomous vehicles will not end racing, car racing. I think a lot of car racing will transition to electric. Electric cars are getting better and better. They're getting more and more powerful, as you can see. Electric cars are good for racing because they have limited range, and recharging takes a lot longer than refueling the gas. And if you're doing a race, it's much easier to, you know, you can get the mileage you need. The problem is, to get more mileage, you need more batteries. get more range, you need more gallons, not miles per gallon, but to get more range, you need more batteries, and that makes the car heavier, so that makes the car slower. However, Chargers have not gotten the point yet where you could, run the Daytona 500 on an electric vehicle that's of a light enough weight that it would be compatible to, even close to comparable to, a combustion engine vehicle now. 230 miles an hour. And I'm assuming that these are pretty realistic. 237 miles an hour is pretty fast. In real life, would this thing be able to do a Daytona 500 race without needing to recharge or change battery? No. Not with today's batteries, I don't think. But in the future, maybe battery technology will improve to the point where you can get light batteries that can hold enough of a charge that can sustain this kind of power. Oh, but this is a hybrid. What am I talking about? Well, you saw the pure electrics. They were also very fast. So, hybrid racing cars, I guess they have a future. You can get more acceleration on the batteries. And then, with proper electronics, you get the fuel. You can recharge the battery while you're racing. Dynamic braking, stuff like that. Recharge the battery a tiny bit. So it basically runs on the engine unless it needs the acceleration, and it'll throw in battery power, get the wheels spinning up. And yes, it'll lose something. Of course, it'll lose something if the vast majority of auto races in the future, and it's not going to be a future probably any of us will live through in 50 years, 80 years, they'll still be racing heritage cars for 100 years, but or combustion engine kit cars. And it will lose something, but what it loses is, people will adjust. People will adjust. The roaring sounds won't be the same. The smell of the pit lane and whatever won't be the same. The smell from the stands that you get at an auto race won't be the same. But people will adjust. They'll still find it exciting. Don't try to fight against change that you know is coming. That's the old man talking. I could sit here and be much more depressed than I already am just by being old if I tried to stem the tide against change. Change is part of life. If you accept change as part of life, you spend your later years much happier than you would otherwise. And that applies to, all kinds of changes. Changes in culture, changes in food, changes in racing styles, whatever. Oh, I got my tongue out again. At least I don't stick my tongue all the way out on the side of my mouth. I just stick it like the tip of it out. You can't see me, but I stick the tip of my tongue out over my bottom lip with my teeth, my upper teeth, you know, touching it. And Stu, where are you, Stu? Stu lays down on the job a lot. Probably literally. It's got to be boring to be a racing steward. I'm sure it's not boring. Sitting there in the stands or reviewing video, every car. Do they have in big time, how do they do that? Big time events. They always have track monitors that, you know, are out there to wave the yellow flags and stuff. But the stewards that review cutting corners and stuff, they just all watch video now, right? So do they have a steward for each corner like they have the flag guy? I don't know what they call them now, the flag guys. Do they have a video steward for each corner, or do they have stewards for each vehicle? It would seem stewards for each vehicle would be more efficient. You have one monitor that's focused on each car. I mean, you need cameras that can focus in on each vehicle, but I think you can probably do that. Didn't you do that already in a race? I don't know. That's a good question. Anyone knows? If you're on Twitch, throw it in chat if you're live. If you're not live, then don't throw it in chat, because if I'm not live, you put something in chat, I will never see it. There's no good way for me to see the quote-unquote channel chat when you're not live. It's one of those Twitch things. But you can always whisper me on Twitch, twitch.tv/RollCageTV. That's the best way of getting a hold of me with anything. If I want to make an announcement to the general community, I use YouTube, the YouTube community tab, which unfortunately is really hard to subscribe to. I mean, you can subscribe to me on youtube.com/@RollCageTV, but you won't get notifications for things posted on the community tab. You just have to kind of check the page every so often. If you check the page and you read every single community tab posting and give them all thumbs up, then eventually you'll start getting messages on your homepage, notifications for community tab events. But yeah, it's very hard. But I do not have a Discord. I currently do not have a social that I put that I would care to be a member of, that I put any kind of announcements on. I would like to have a Discord. I do have old and new socials, but I don't really post on them. I have Instagram, I have Blue Sky. I rarely check either of those. There was this other one that was good for many years, but is now gone down the toilet. I don't use anymore. So if you try to post a message on that platform, I will never see it. I guarantee I will never see it. We're talking about uninstalled, and I will never see it. Anyway, moving on. 40 minutes should be enough for me to get this next race in. I'm so proud of that 1 million in earnings. And I should still have 1 million even after doing these upgrades. 25 miles, just enough. It should be more than that, wasn't it? Probably not enough. 10 laps. 2.52, 2 times 10 is 20, so it should be 27. Anyway. So, to the garage we go. Actually, we didn't need to go to the garage. I could have gone right to the race, but let's go to the garage. I'm already here. Get to my pushy. Yep, that's the right one. Upgrades. Yay, upgrades. All the way, halfway stage 2. Do the second half yet. I'm doing half upgrades here. Do I only do the first upgrade for this? Is that technically half upgrades? I don't know what my competition's going to have. Are they just going to have level 1 upgrades? Are they going to have... Yeah, I'm just going to do half of the level 1 upgrades too. I don't know why that matters, but... Okay. And with my half upgraded car, I can now go to the career mode and do the second race. In electric. And I have qualified for the upgrade, fully upgraded, but I have to do them all anyway, so... And it keeps defaulting to that. I'm really concerned there's going to be an issue here. And again, I will do the first attempt on hard. If it's obviously too hard, then I will just restart on medium. I have a feeling it might be obviously too hard. Oh, I didn't see how many events there were. I'm going to do that. There's no way to see from here. Hopefully it's only one race. And it won't take me back to where I were, because that would make a lot more sense. You're doing a whole series of races, you would think it would take you back to the previous race. But it doesn't. So sad. Okay, one round. And only one round in the final as well. I will attempt this on hard. If I can't, sure I can't do it, then I will move it down to medium and attempt this. And then, what did I have to finish? Second? I think second. That I can check in holidays. Top 3 only, okay. I would like to be able to beat... Oh, wait. I didn't change it to hard. Alright. Where do they start me? They start me 11th. I don't notice. It looks like it. Break, 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 break. Break, break. You know, I have to finish 3rd. So I think I have a chance of this on hard mode. Decent start so far. I don't like failing, but I don't mind it. I like to play at a difficulty level where I can succeed, but it's challenging. Because I am, as I've said before, I am the hero of this story. I have to, you know, I do have to succeed eventually to get through the series. And this is content, not just playing on my own. And every series needs a hero. I'm not the hero anyone wants, nor am I the hero anyone needs. But in this context... Oh! Oh, if I break my car because of that, I'm gonna get a penalty too, right? No, I can get a penalty. Oh, and you know what? Then I drive really poorly. Still, not, I lost a lot of positions driving on that, that taxiway, but... Oh man, this course is difficult for this car. And I did not improve brakes. Getting in third place is going to be quite the challenge. But so far, this level is fun. I think I can still do it. I just have to not get wrecked by people wrecked. And learning the course a little bit would help. It seems like a really fun course. If it was in a serious racing game, it would be really fun. I mean, it's fun in this game too. Alright, this is not a real course. I think they do have like one real course. Most of the courses are fantasy courses. I could be wrong about that. But they have like Brands House. They spent the money for one license. And then, you know, one course recreation license. Well, they got licenses from, you know, Lotus and other car manufacturers. Whoa! That guy, he must have had a boost. He flew past me. I'm driving poorly, and he's my nemesis, so he does have a speed boost naturally. Because either I hit him or he hit me once, so his car is a hybrid, alright. It runs on fuel, electricity, and rage. I don't think I'm going to get third. Which is going to be sad. No. Oh, I think I could have done it. But I didn't do it. Do I have time to run it again? I probably do. I'll just do a restart of the race. Let me do a restart here. Restart, yes. Oh, I do need the mileage for the next upgrade, though. If I hit restart, I won't get the mileage. I don't think. And it won't take me to the place I need to go, otherwise it's much easier. I know it by now. Select the right car. I hit all the right buttons. How about that? And it's going to have to load again. It's a short race. I'm under 50 minutes so far. Although it is 4 o'clock here, which I try to make my quitting time on Saturdays. 4:30. It usually ends up being 4:30. In 11th, yes. But options, gameplay, difficulty, and I have a bad feeling it's going to be too easy, but start, skip, continue. Sitting up might help. Now, hard difficulty, by default, you have the same speed that they have. Yeah, will you shut it? They crash in front of me, just stay out of their way. If they rear end me, stay out of their way. No, I'm not going to stay out of their way. It wasn't my fault. They rear end me around the corner. Stay out of their way. Now, you know, okay, if I cut them off and they hit me, but if they just rear end me like they want to do, telling me to stay out of their way is a little offensive, buddy. You know, I could use the mini map to get an idea of what turns are coming, but then I have to take my eyes off of the road. And that's difficult to do. Usually what most people do is they just, you know, memorize the course, but I don't memorize anymore. I did enough memorizing in my life. I'm an old man, old retired guy. I'm beyond memorizing. I'm in the forgetting now. I'm not in the memorizing stage, I'm in the forgetting stage in my life. And as suspected, the medium is now way too easy. But I want to get through this race. In the past, if I thought I could win on hard, but I just had bad luck or something, I would try it again on hard. And then if I still didn't win on hard, on the third race, I'd always cut it down to easy just to make sure. But that was in the past. I'm kind of like now, if I don't make it on hard, I'll go with it medium. And then if I still can't make it, I'll go to easy, because I have not been able to make it on medium a few times now, and I want to make sure that I don't run the race 3 different times. But I suppose I could still make 2 attempts on hard and then 1 attempt on medium. But if I don't think I can win it on hard and then I switch to easy, I won't have a competitive race either way. In either direction, I won't have a competitive race, because on easy mode it'll be really too easy, and on hard mode it's too hard. But this race, probably I could have gotten what I need to on hard. I think I probably should have rerun it on hard and then cut it down to easy. But it is the end of the stream, and I don't want to have to keep track of which number of the attempts am I on. If I ran it on hard twice, I wouldn't know that I ran it on hard twice. I'd only know that I wouldn't know that I made 2 attempts. All I know is I had at least 1 failed attempt. I wouldn't know, was that after 2 attempts or that was after 1 attempt. So should I move it down to easy now, or should I just knock the level down 1 from where I had it? Fun nonetheless. Fun to drive. This is a very nice car. And top 3, I did. What's my mileage? Am I going to need to do more mileage? I doubt if I got 10 miles. So let me get to 35 now. What about the racecraft? It's ridiculous. Yes! I did it! It took 2 attempts, but in 2 attempts, I did it. I made it. So I'll be able to get the upgrades next time and do the upgraded race. So I'm going to end the episode here. Ooh, do I end with a replay? It's kind of like you won't actually see the... Go back to the menu. So, you know, you'll miss some of... All you miss if I show the replay is me hitting the... Exiting the replay, hitting the continue button, going to the menu. Maybe I'll be gifted something and you'll miss that. But who cares? Let's end with the replay. How do I turn the camera off? Yes. Okay, there's the replay. I'll end it here. That's a better way of ending. If you're watching on Twitch, though, stick around. I'm going to see if there's someone to raid. If you're watching on YouTube, that's going to be it for this YouTube episode. The next episode will be the next weekend, Saturday, Sunday, at 6 p.m., 1800 hours, U.S. Central Time. You're going to type that time, say time in Iowa, because it's easier to type than Minnesota or Minneapolis or St. Paul. It's just where I live. Or... if you want, you can also check the times in the UK, which is going to be midnight in the UK, or the next day at noon in New Zealand. So that would be Sunday, Monday at noon. There you go. Your local times may vary. So, Twitch, again, stick around and find someone to raid. YouTube, next episode. I hope you have a great night, great morning, great afternoon, great evening, great whenever until I see you again. And wherever you end up going on the road or in life, be sure to enjoy the drive. All right. Twitch folks, stick around. YouTube, for you, I'm out of here. Bye-bye.